ESPN just released their WNBA offseason grades for 2025 with the Indiana Fever coming out on.
History has just been made. If you haven't been keeping up with WNBA free agency, now's the time to tune in. This is one of the most game-changing moves in years.
The Fever did not come to play. They are on a mission to win now, like 2025 championship season incoming. They were so quiet during free agency. And in the past 24 hours, boom, boom, boom. Re-signed Kelsey Mitchell to a max deal, picked up Natasha Howard, bringing her back to the Indiana Fever, where she was originally drafted, and then they just announced a three-way trade sending Alyssa Smith to Dallas and Sophie Cunningham coming to the Fever. This team in 24 hours just got exponentially better. Starting five, Caitlin at the 1, Kelsey at the 2, Lexi Hall and Sophie can duke it out for the 3, Natasha Howard at the 4, Aaliyah Boston at the 5.
Caitlin Clark is entering the WNBA, and ESPN just confirmed that the Indiana Fever crushed free agency in a way that could completely reshape the team's future. But how did they do it? And why are analysts calling this one of the smartest off-seasons in WNBA history? Stay with us. What we're about to break down isn't just big, it's a game-changer for Caitlin Clark and the Fever.
So let's start with the Indiana Fever because they were awarded the highest grade of an A. So do you guys remember during the Indiana Fever's season when fans and media personalities were saying that they would be surprised if anyone wanted to play in Indiana because of their toxic fan base, because there was problems in the locker room? Well, all of that seemed to be pushed to the side because Indiana Fever has become the destination for WNBA free agents.
If you've been following the WNBA in recent years, you know the Indiana Fever have been stuck in a tough rebuild, missing the playoffs for 7 straight seasons. But now, everything has changed.
At the number 1 spot, who, to me, is the most dangerous roster, is the Indiana Fever. I mean, what? How did they pull this off?
Caitlin Clark isn't just a top prospect, she's a once-in-a-generation talent. She's not only an elite player but also a star who can change the entire landscape of the league. With her deep shooting range, incredible court vision, and ability to take over games, she's already drawing comparisons to Steph Curry. But she's more than just an exciting rookie, she's the kind of player who can elevate a franchise and push the WNBA into a whole new level of mainstream attention.
Stands out to you about the experience, the champions that have been added to this one?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what everybody talked about when we were in the playoffs last year of, we really didn't have much experience at all playing in playoff games. I don't know what the exact number was, but we really lacked in that area. So just adding pieces of, players that have been in this league, they know what it takes to win. They know what it takes to get to the finals. They know what it takes to win championships. I think is exactly what we needed in our locker room.
Here's the thing, even the most talented rookies need the right team around them to succeed. We've seen plenty of superstars struggle when they're put in bad situations, forced to carry teams without the right support. That's why this offseason was so crucial for the Fever. They couldn't just draft Caitlin Clark and hope for the best, they had to build a roster that complements her game, covers her weaknesses, and sets her up for success from day one. And that's exactly what they did. Indiana made all the right moves in free agency, surrounding Clark with a strong supporting cast while keeping the flexibility to keep building around her. That's why ESPN has officially named the Fever the biggest winners of WNBA free agency.
I think every person you ask in this league or past teammates that they've had, they only have good things to say about them. And that's the reason all the top teams were going after these type of players, because they know the type of asset they are in the locker room, from a type of player they are, but more so their leadership, their knowledge of the game, how hard they work. And those were the only people that we were going to add to this. So just really fortunate we've been able to get a lot of the pieces that we've wanted. So that just speaks to what we've been able to build here over the course of the last year, but also to the front office and what Steph's been able to do, but also to the players that have, chosen to come here and are excited about it. And it speaks a lot to them too. They want to win and play in front of a lot of fans. And, it fires me up on it.
So, what did the Fever do right? Let's start with the key players they kept. First up, Aaliyah Boston. She's not just a young star, she's already one of the most dominant post players in the league. As a rookie, she won WNBA Rookie of the Year, put up double-digit points, and controlled the paint with elite rebounding and defense. And now, pairing her with Caitlin Clark? That's a dream duo. Clark's deep shooting range forces defenses to spread out, giving Boston more space to dominate inside. At the same time, Boston's presence in the paint draws double teams, creating open looks for Clark to drain those signature deep threes. It's a perfect combination, one that could make Indiana a powerhouse for years to come.
The franchise all in on you and this team with the new practice facility, landing these free agents, and really being all in on women as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible, honestly, and I feel very fortunate and lucky to come here, to stay in the Midwest, and this is the franchise in all of women's sports, I say. No matter what sport it is, they're certainly investing. They see the type of crowds we get. They see the excitement we're generating not only in the state of Indiana, but all across the country. And I think the next few years are going to be amazing for this franchise, and will continue to be for hopefully 10 plus years, and hopefully we win a few championships. But they're investing to help us be really good. So just putting all the right pieces together and doing it on the floor to, return that favor to them. But I'm just really thankful to be here and thankful to, all of Pacers Sport and Entertainment, the Simon family, and then obviously Kelly and